Welcome back to the channel, the Cat Hair Corner, the Model Building Corner. I'm Joe. Saturday, I started making a video on Wednesday. I just deleted it all. I was going to add to it, but I was like, nah, I'll just start over. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, woke up on a Saturday morning, 10 o'clock. It's 11 now. Got some stuff to show you, stuff to tell you. My buddy John in Canada hooked me up with a lead. I'll tell you about that. I got work I got to get done around here in the meantime during the course of the day and what we're doing here. Normally every day I do a scoop on the litter. Today I decided to do a dump and scrape over the garbage can right here. There was a little bit of a tough spot, and I got in there, and it went, and it rained dirty kitty litter all over my workbench. So, first thing I'm going to do is strip all of this down, throw this mat away. I'm due for a new one anyway. I like to change it up, put some different colors down. So, and then I got to get rid of this bag, because it just went right up the nose. So, let's start with that. And then run the intro, and Joe, get to work. All right. Stand by. Alright, well that's all stripped and cleaned. You know what I was thinking? I was going to use, I don't know if you guys remember, but I bought this for my backsplash, and I hadn't used it yet. I started thinking, why don't I lay that down? That could be pretty cool, but you know what? I think I'm going to throw some shoes on and run to the store. I could probably swing by Hobby Lobby. I do need to get some more of those tiny pipets. I like using those for certain things. And I'll figure out and see if I could find a nice tablecloth. But, so that's where I'm at. I'm headed to the store. Everything's a mess because I just threw it all up there. Alright, so I got the new tablecloth down, but this is turning into a bigger project than I and planned on or anticipated. I'm cleaning this thingy because I want my counter space back, so I'm going to keep the airbrush booth, the spray booth, on this thing for now on. This thing has seen its last days, so I got another one. I buy these like once a year. This one's only $28, so to throw it away, replace it every year is worth it for me. So far, in the 7 years that I've been living here, this is the best one. As far as heating and cooking, I've bought more expensive ones and they don't work very well. 28 bucks, throw away, perfect. Alright, so I'm finished. So this is where I don't think I'm gonna keep this like this. I don't like it. But I wanted that cabinet space back for, I've had the microwave in hibernation. So that's what a new one looks like. So I got my counter space back. And I figured when I'm painting a car, I can just slide this over and put the thingy out the window. I might get something different. I might get something that's on wheels, like a roll-around cart that I can do this with. And not keep it here. Maybe keep it somewhere else. I don't know. But let's get back to the model. Alright, well, that was definitely not part of today's plan. And I am hurting right now. Alright, since Frank, our buddy Frank, stopped making videos, his neckbeards must be bored. Because I got one. So, first-time viewer says that I was bored, so I decided to watch your video. I won't make that mistake again. Well, that was real nice of you to let me know. Thank you. And then he proceeds to say, But you need to slow down when you're showing us the parts, because you act like you're on speed and you're too fast. You don't let the camera focus. So I'm thinking, I'm like, all right, well, that's good criticism. I appreciate it. But why are you going to take the time, make a comment on my video, rudely tell me that you're never going to watch again, that you made a mistake pressing play in the first place, give me good criticism, and then don't wait around to see if I like what you said? So, bite me. All right, so here's what I got. The body, I'll go nice and slow so it focuses. I went ahead and I did some panel black with the pen that Tiffany sent me, because I wanted to, practice some more, and if I messed up the primer, that would be fine. And Terry, actually, Terry Sanders, he does the panel black before he paints, because he says that when you paint it, it doesn't always get in there, and it looks better than trying to panel line it after the fact. So I'll see once I spray this white. So there was something else I wanted to show you guys. All right, so I can't remember if I showed you guys all of this, but here's what I did the other day. Now, does anybody realize that Testers in the small rattle cans makes the paint for the Chevy engines? Chevy engine red and Chevy engine orange. So this is the Chevy engine orange, and I'll show you the cans because it says it right on the cans. So it's got to be right. So here it is, the Rust-Oleum. So this one is Chevy engine red. See, it says so right on the can. And this one says it right on the can, Chevy engine orange. I did a spray out, and to me, that looks so good close to the Chevy engine red. And this one is the Chevy engine orange. So if you're interested, the Chevy engine orange is bright red 1231T. Chevy engine red is red 1203T. Let it focus. So yeah, I mean, I had them. I was about to mix up some acrylics to try to, or some Createx to try to get as close as possible. But I'll tell you what, man. In my opinion, this looks like Chevy engine orange. So that's my tip for that. That's going to look good inside that engine bay. I did a little bit of detail on the door cards, not a lot. What else did I do? I got my leaf springs. I normally don't do them gloss black, but I guess I'll leave these ones gloss black, and I did a different shade in flat on the hardware. I'll come back and hit the bolts with possibly gold or something that looks like it. You saw my, I think you guys seen all of this. I can't remember. I got something to tell you about this. All right, here are my wheels and tires. Grab this one and grab this one. All right, so I got them mounted. Okay. If you're like me, I'm stupid. I clipped off all the rims and I clipped off all the backs and just to paint them, okay? But on this particular car, you have two different wheel backs. I don't know. Is that supposed to be a drum? Is that supposed to be a drum? Or is that the disc? Or is this the disc? I don't know. So in other words, one of these goes on the front, one of these goes on the back. In the instructions, the pictures all show the same wheel back. You have to go by the part numbers, which they're gone. So I don't care. I'm going to assume that that is a brake drum and that is supposed to be a disc. I don't know. But if I do that, obviously that's a back wheel with the hole. That's a front wheel with the dust cap for the hub. But does that matter? No, because it's going to be covered with a poverty cap. And that's my next topic for you fellas and ladies. If I could find them. Here they are. All right. Very bad, Revell. You did a bad job. They attach these to the sprue in 4 spots. Why? Why 4 spots on this little tiny thing? And you know what? Ugh. Why not put a little stud coming off the middle and attach it to the sprue that way? Something nobody's going to see. But no, they put them right on the edges, and you can see the remnants. If I can hold this, they put the 4 right in across from each other. All right. So by the time you clip these off the sprues and you clean them up and stuff, you're going through the chrome. I was going to strip these down and re-chrome them, but then I decided, you know what? That lip is so thin that once these are glued to the wheel, you're never going to see that. I know it's not centered, but you're never going to see that little pen mark. But anyway, so that's my story on that. Let me tell you my story on this, okay? All right, so I don't know if you guys remember, I did not want the SS badge on this grill, but I didn't realize that it's molded all the way down. That wouldn't look right. So I was thinking I'll just put an SS decal over it or a Chevy emblem decal over that to hide it. But then I was thinking, well, you know what I could do? I could just say, the heck with it. Even though the Yenko Nova would not have an SS badge, the badges would be removed. I figured just go with it. So I was going to take the grill out of the kit that Mike from Scale Speedworks sent me and use that on the Yenko. And then that Nova kit is going to be my Street Machine group build. And so I figured on this, I could use this grill on that. And I could cut this out and do something as far as make like a custom grill. Well, my buddy John out in Canada, up in Canada, he decided to scour the internet, kind of like what I should have done. I mean, I looked at, I think, 2 places. I'm like, they don't have it. Nobody makes it. Well, boop, right here. John found this at Mike's Decals, which back in the day when I was building NASCAR, I used to buy a lot of decals from Mike. And then when I got back into building, I can't remember what I bought from him. I think it was the General Lee decals, and then those other sheets with the NASCAR stuff on it, and tire decals and stuff like that. Well, Mike's Decals has a resin kit for this car to turn the 6, and you have to type it in if you're gonna search it. You can't type in 69 Nova resin something. The only way I've actually got it to pull up was the way it's written there. 60. What does it say there? 68 to 72. Once you type that in, it comes right up. So I ordered it on Friday morning. Today is Saturday. The email has come that it is already shipped. And so that was quick service by Mike. If anybody has never used Mike's Decals, I mean, he's got decals, he's got kits, he's got donor kits, resin parts. I mean, he's got it all on there. So go check out his website. And he is not a sponsor. I'm just, plugging it because I've used him in the past, and I'm excited to get these resin parts. I'm hoping that they're going to look great. And he's got, when I ordered mine, it said he had 2 sets in stock, but now it's saying 3+. So You know, if anybody wants to do the same thing, you know, you can turn this into the Copo. How expensive is that kit, right? So if you want to turn this 69 Nova into a Copo, he's got the parts. Alright, well that's going to do it for this episode. Like I said, I mean, did a lot of work that I wasn't planning on, and I gotta get some food in my belly because I'm hungry. So appreciate everybody for watching, your comments, your likes, all of that good jazz. Appreciate everybody, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care. Joe's out.